Hi guys, it's Jennifer Don Gaviola, and welcome back to my video series called 20 Looks and Outlooks for 2020. I wanted to share a special video. This week we found out that Kobe Bryant and his daughter were in that unexpected helicopter accident. So I felt moved to honor his legacy in this video, especially around this outlook. So before we get started though, I did want to remind you that the purpose of this video series is really to help you feel deeply aligned with who you are from the inside out, so you can really thrive in your life and your business by being authentically you, because that's really the secret sauce to set you apart and really create sustainable success, especially if you're an introvert, an empath, and a HSP like me. All right, so this look, I was praying about what my next look and outlook would be, and I chose to wear this gray, timeless, classic, comfy sweater. And this, let me actually show you the whole outfit. Hold on. So it's a gray sweater with this obi belt, I'm wearing with these joggers and boots. Okay, so reason why I chose this particular outfit, which I'm calling, but actually all the outfits, like I mentioned before, have a name, but in this case I wanted to do two names. The sweater I'm calling Gigi in honor of Kobe's daughter, and the belt is actually technically it's called an obi belt, but I wanted to call it an Kobe, name it after Kobe, because there's something really special and beautiful how this outfit came together. The belt is secured around the sweater, adds structure, just adds a level of support. And I saw this image of on online as an image of Kobe holding his daughter, and I feel like this just felt really appropriate and timely and divine times, just to honor both of them through this outfit. Gigi being, you know, the sweater, and then Kobe as the belt, the foundation, the strength and the structure supporting her. I'll talk more about that more, but it felt, I don't know, God's ways are mysterious, but beautifully and divinely timed. So that felt right to share that. So the topic, so this is look 3, calling it Gigi and Kobe. And outlook 3, I wanted to talk about the reason why I'm tying it to this outfit is because this outfit, especially the top, it has this timeless quality, classic. And I was just thinking about like legacy and really giving yourself permission to live your life, live your legacy now and not to wait. This tragic circumstance really helps put our lives in perspective on what is most important and how we just never know, and how it's really important to really not take for granted and appreciate all the people that we love, and really see the moments that we have together as precious. So I wanted to talk more about this legacy. You know, what is the legacy that you want to leave, and how can you create that legacy now and live it now, not wait. Because you know, we all have fears, right? I don't know how this is going to turn out. I have a goal, I've never done it before. There's all these goals, there's all these aspirations we have, but we also have these fears, and it's really important what I found in my experience being an entrepreneur for now 10 years is that it's important to know that God will give you the grace and the wisdom when you need it. You don't have to prove to yourself that you know how to do something. Yes, it's good to do your research and be prepared. However, you don't have to overthink things to move, you know? And I feel like, you know, especially with this video series is a good example, you know, I'm doing these one video at a time. I feel divinely led to do this. It feels bigger than me. Me showing up in this way feels bigger than me. My hope and prayer is that me showing up in this way helps inspire you, reminds you of all the grace and the wisdom and the power you have to show up and serve and make an impact by you being you, because that is an act of service. So what I invite you to do, especially for 2020, especially given these circumstances that just happened with Kobe, is to take some time and think about what is the legacy you want to like live now. What do you want to do that feels really aligned, that you feel called to do, to show up and serve others? Because really your calling is not just about you. It's about you are the vessel that God is using in order to bring light and grace and glory to this material world that we're living in. So if you look at it like that, in that perspective, you're being used as a channel, and it puts less pressure on you having to perform. It's more like I'm allowing myself to be used for the highest good of all, right? And that's what's really helpful for me. So that's what I want to encourage you to really think about, as far as we all have fears, but what are you going to do with those fears? I invite you to like use those fears as fuel and allow yourself to continue to get better, because that's what, you know, when I was reading more about Kobe Bryant, he had this uh, phrase that he would always talk about, black mamba mentality. He called himself the Black Mamba because of in Kill Bill, based on that character, he really liked the accuracy and the speed of that, you know, the character and also the snake. But what he was saying was Mamba mentality is about defining that you're always aiming to be better at what you do every day. Each day you choose to be better at what you do, whatever that is, right? I've seen so many quotes around this same theme. So I just feel like we can't like let his life be in vain. Like however you choose to take in the situation, I do feel like it's an opportunity for us to take a step back and pause and see how precious life is and how we can actually make a difference. And there was a post I saw on Instagram that said the whole world just shifted off the strength of one human. Your life is an extraordinary opportunity. Never ever forget that. So it does, like, that really struck me. I paused and really took that in, because he's one person, and he, in that one moment when we all found out on that Sunday, this past Sunday, it was like the world stopped in shock. And then, you know, we're all still taking it in, grieving. And it's important for us to like remember that we're all connected and we're all meant to serve and support one another. And Kobe's life and his daughter's life are meant to be used to remind us of how precious life is, and that we can make the most of our time here and make the biggest impact that we can make within our sphere of influence within our own world. And the last thing I wanted to share was, there's also what's going around is hashtag girl dad, because he was such a incredible father to his girls. And that made me think about like my father. He passed away 7 years ago, also unexpectedly. And you know, grieving is a process. It does get easier over time. But when I feel most afraid, I keep thinking about my dad, to continue on his legacy. He was such a loving, gentle, and fierce father. He always wanted to make a difference in his community, especially in the Philippines. And when I feel most afraid, I remember his spirit, and honestly, I feel his presence every day. And that's what gives me the courage and the bravery to keep moving forward into the unknown and allow myself to show up um, better and more impactful within my own life and the people in my direct sphere of influence within my direct world. And that's what I want to share with you, is that think about what is your why and why you want to leave a legacy. For me, like I mentioned in my last video, when I dreamt about my mom and my grandmother, and we were going up this hill and I dropped a pen. The pen is significant of communication and self-expression, and how like I'm continuing on this legacy, and when I think about my dad, it's like continue on this legacy to make a difference. That's what is driving me to show up, even though I'm naturally a private person. I like my quiet time as an introvert, but I allow myself to reach for that highest version of me, that highest thought of me, so I can show up and do my best each day, and just focused on that each day, and not to be perfect, but to have to work in a level of excellence. And that I feel like is how Kobe lived his life. So I hope this video gave you some inspiration, some peace. I know this is a challenging time, but if you would like to go deeper and get more support as to how you can get more clarity to really create some actionable steps as far as creating your legacy in your business and how you can impact the people you're meant to serve, I invite you to schedule a complimentary discovery call with me. You can email me at info@dawningsoul.com or send me a private message. And just like all the pieces I'm sharing, all these vintage pieces from my Gabiola collection, they are available for sale. So I will be putting the information of all the different products, the size, and the price in the comments. The first person who types sold in the comments and sends me a private message to make your payment via PayPal will be the owner of this this book. And I did want to say that what I've decided to do is for all the sales from this video series, a portion of the proceeds of the sales from my Gabiola Vintage Collection will go to the Kobe and Vanessa Bryant Family Foundation. And they're dedicated to providing resources, financial resources and programs to help young people and families continue to grow and move forward in their lives. So I'm excited about that. So if you have any questions, let me know. Would love to know what resonates most with you. You can share in the comments. And I genuinely hope that this video gave you some peace and hope and encouragement during this time, and just for us to remember how precious life is. And I encourage you to take some time and feel into like how you feel like you can best show up and shine as you, because that is your contribution to humanity. It's your contribution to the world, for you to show up and shine your light, and never to take that for granted. Okay, guys, I'll talk with you later this week. I'll be sharing another video.